All right, let's weave a long, satisfying story in a mix of English and a bit of raw, Daisy flair based on your prompt. Buckle up for a tale of revenge, redemption, and a shiny Rolls Royce. 10 years ago, Samir Khan was the kid everyone at St. Mary's High School in Lahore loved to pick on. Scrawny, shy, and raised by a single dad who worked as a mechanic, Samir was an easy target. His faded school uniform, hand-me-down shoes, and quiet demeanor made him the punching bag for the cool clique, led by the arrogant, rich kid Zayn Malik and his posse of spoiled brats. They called him Loser Samir, mocked his dad's greasy overalls, and made his school life hell. Zayn once poured ink on Samir's notebook just before a big exam, laughing as Samir scrambled to salvage his work. The humiliation strung, but Samir never fought back. He just kept his head down, dreaming of a day he'd escape. Fast forward to 2025. Samir, now 28, wasn't that scrawny kid anymore. Life had changed, big time. After school, he'd worked odd jobs, taught himself coding at night, and built a tech startup from scratch. His app, a revolutionary platform for small businesses, went viral in 2023, and by 2025, Samir was a multimillionaire, running a company valued at over $200 million. He kept a low profile, though, no flashy Instagram, no ex-posts bragging about his wealth. His only flex, a sleek, midnight black Rolls Royce Phantom, custom-ordered from London. Meanwhile, Zayn and his gang hadn't done much. Zayn inherited his father's textile business, but ran it into the ground with bad decisions and a lavish lifestyle. The rest of the clique, Ali, Hina, and Faraz, were stuck in dead-end jobs or living off family money, their glory days long gone. They still clung to their high school egos, though, and loved reminiscing about the good old days when they ruled the school and made Samir's life miserable. One day, Zayn, bored and nostalgic, decided to organize a class reunion at a fancy hotel in Gulberg. The real motive? To mock the losers of their batch and feel better about their own stagnant lives. Zayn tracked down Samir's number through an old classmate and sent him a sarcastic invite. "Hey, loser Samir, bet you're still fixing cars with your dad. Come to the reunion, we'll have a laugh for old time's sake. Don't bring your greasy overalls, haha." The group chat buzzed with laughter as Zayn shared the message. They pictured Samir showing up in a rickety Corolla, looking as defeated as he did in school. Samir read the invite and smirked. He wasn't the kid who'd cry in the bathroom anymore. His dad, now retired, was living comfortably in a house Samir had bought him in DHA. Samir didn't want to go, he had nothing to prove to these clowns, but his best friend Bilal convinced him. Buy Jaki and Kai Bolti band car. Show them what you've become. Or Rolls Royce Lajana, full swag ki Sarth. Samir chuckled and agreed. This could be fun. Night of the reunion arrived. The hotel's ballroom was decked out with chandeliers and overpriced decor, Zayn's attempt to show off what was left of his wealth. The clique gathered at a table, sipping cheap wine and trading stories about how they'd owned Samir back in the day. Hina giggled, "Remember when we hid his bag in the girls' bathroom? God, he was such a loser." Faraz added, "Bet he's still a nobody, probably drives an Alto." Zayn grinned, checking his phone. He's not even gonna show. Too scared, outside the valet area was buzzing. A sleek Rolls Royce Phantom glided up to the entrance, its polished exterior gleaming under the hotel lights. The crowd outside froze, jaws dropping. The car was a beast, $500,000 worth of pure luxury with custom rims and tinted windows. The valet rushed to open the door and out stepped Samir. He was unrecognizable, sharp-tailored suit, Rolex glinting on his wrist, and an air of quiet confidence. His hair was neatly styled, and his sunglasses screamed money. Behind him, his driver parked the Rolls Royce, drawing whispers from the onlookers. Inside, Zayn's table was oblivious, still cracking jokes. Samir walked into the ballroom and the room went quiet. Heads turned, whispers spread. "Who's that? Is that Samir?" Zayn's smirk faded as he spotted him. Samir didn't even glance their way. He grabbed a drink from the bar, chatted with a few old classmates who weren't jerks, and acted like he owned the place. Zayn, trying to save face, strutted over. "Well, look who showed up. Loser Samir, pretending he's someone now. What's with the suit? Borrowed it from your dad's mechanic shop." The clique snickered, but it sounded forced. Samir smiled calmly, sipping his drink. "Zayn, good to see you too. Still living in 2015, huh?" The jab strung, Zayn's face reddened. "What, you think you're a big shot now? Bet you rented that car outside to impress us." Samir raised an eyebrow. "The Rolls, now I don't rent, I own." He pulled out his phone, casually showing a photo of him next to the Phantom, the license plate reading SK01, his initials. The clique's laughter died. Hina, trying to recover, chimed in. "Okay, so you got lucky with a car. What do you even do? Still helping your dad fix tires?" Samir chuckled. "My dad's retired, I run a tech company. You might have heard of it, ConnectSphere. It's on your phone, probably." Their faces froze. ConnectSphere was the app they all used daily for their side hustles. Faraz stammered. "Wait, asterisk, you made that?" "Yeah," Samir said, shrugging. "Started it in my dad's garage. Funny how things turn out right." He looked at Zayn, whose bravado was crumbling. "By the way, Zayn, heard your business isn't doing great. If you need a loan, let me know. I owe you for all those memories. The room was watching now, and Zayn's ego couldn't take it. He snapped, "You're still a nobody, Samir. Money doesn't change that." Samir just smiled. "Maybe, but I'm not the one stuck in the past." He turned, waved to the crowd, and walked out. As he left, the Rolls Royce pulled up, and he slid into the back seat, leaving Zayn and his gang speechless. The next day, the reunion was all over X posts from classmates read. Samir Khan showed up in a Rolls Royce and owned the reunion. Zayn got schooled. Samir didn't care. He was already back to work, building his empire, while Zayn and his crew were left to stew in their jealousy. Loser, not anymore. Or Kaya Chahyai, if you want me to tweak the story, add more drama, desi masala, or specific details, let me know.